Good morning, boys and girls. This is your read aloud for transitioning to kindergarten and also your Cvc Words. Because reading is what? Fundamental. If you don't practice this, you're going to get stuck in kindergarten. So I don't want that to happen. Our read aloud for today is off to kindergarten. Off to kindergarten. So Bill, this boy here, is ready to go to kindergarten. Just like you. But something happens. Let's find out what is that happens to Bill going off to kindergarten. The book is written by Tony Johnston. And the first part, if you see, there is a road and the bus is stopping at several places to pick up the kids. Just like you had a bus route when you were coming to school or when you were going home, right? Let's see what off to kindergarten means to Tony Johnston and his character, Bill. Shall we? I'm off to kindergarten now. I'd better take my bear. He likes to sit beside me, so I'll take a little chair. So, bear, chair. They're kind of a rhyme. A pillow will be handy too in case we need a nap. So we will not be cranky heads. There's nothing worse than that. Nap, that rhymes. I'll pack a cookie for myself, one for my teacher too, and one for all my brand new friends, or maybe even two. I'll lug a lot of milk along in case we get all dry from gobbling all those cookies down and shrivel up. Oh my. Kind of a good idea for Bill, but I don't think you should be carrying all of that. I've got to have some books to read while I enjoy my snack. I'll pile mine up like pancakes then. I'll put the wobbly stack. I'll pull the wobbly stack. Interesting. I can't forget to take my mud. I'll write it on a list. For mud's what everybody loves to mushy and gushy and squishy. I'm going to bring my easel and my paints to paint a tree with giant smelly flowers for a giant bumblebee. I like his painting, but do you need to take your easel from your house and bring it to school? No, you don't have to. I'll take my backhoe with a scoop to dig holes dirtily. I'll bring some moles along because moles like to dig like me. No. My robot has to come to school. His name is Techno Tim. He walks around as stiff as starch, and I can walk like him. Have you noticed there's a lot of things that he's carrying to go to school? There's a problem with that. I guess I'll need my sandbox so that I can make a fort to crawl inside with all my friends and jump in and cavort. Do you need sand to take to school? No. I need a bunch of nice clean clothes for when I'm caked with sand, 'cause otherwise I'll itch all day and itching is not grand. Oh gosh, I nearly left behind my super set of swings. I'll swoop the kindergarten sky. and soar like I have wings. I think I'd better get a truck to haul my stuff to school, and moving men to load it up. I'll give them cookies too. Now, do you think you need to carry all of this? That's heavy. No. My mother says you don't need all these things, my little Bill. Your teacher will have everything. She will? I ask. She will. I leave my pile of stuff at home. I sing out doodle-lee. I'm off to kindergarten now, and all I take is me. And off he goes on his route to kindergarten. The end. It's really important that you understand the importance of going to kindergarten, that you do not have to take anything that's not in your supplies. They might ask you for some things, but I don't think they're going to ask you for everything like sand and mud and your teddy bear and all that. All right, so now we're going to our Cvc words, and as you know, you need to bring yours. I am not, and I'm going to say it again, I'm not going to do your sheet this week because that would be cheating to me. So I am going to model one that starts with P. So I'm going to write my name because, as you know, you have to write your name inside the rectangle. That's very important. Now, look at the picture. This is a pan. This is a pen. This is a pig. This is a pot. And this is a short name for puppy. It's called pup. So I'm going to trace pan. First the P, right on the dotted line. Then the A and the N. I go now quickly to the pen and do the P, the E, and the N. I continue with pig, and I trace the P, the I, and now I'm going to the G. All these words, like pot, boys and girls, need to be traced correctly because now that you know the primary lines, it is very important to trace them to know where they go. That's why pot and now pup are exactly where they go. Now you need to cut and paste these words, our Cvc words, where they go. Are you ready? So I'm going to do this with a dot of glue because you already know what I've done and modeled before. I'm not going to show you the letter and the dot of glue. I'm just going to do it because I already know automatically what I need to do. That's what a kindergartner should be thinking of. A preschooler going to kindergarten will already know, after experiencing doing this one time, that you are able to do this by yourself quietly and by yourself focused, that this is what your teacher wants you to do as an activity for fine motor. Fine motor is not just cutting. It has to do with gluing. It has to do with writing. You now know the lines. The primary lines are very important. So now you have to practice where they go. Each letter has a position on those primary lines. And every time you cut a letter, like pan and pen, you have to know that you're spelling these Cvc words. So you have spelling words. We're just calling it Cvc words because it's actually 3-letter words where the vowel is in the middle. The C is for consonant, the V is for vowel, and the last C is for consonant again. So this is something that you should already know because I already taught you this a while ago, that Cvc words are really important for you that are going from pre-K to kindergarten. Knowing all of this makes it much easier for you and be able to survive in the middle of all this change or transition that you're going to go to in kindergarten. So I did pig. Now I'm down to pot. And then the last one I'm going to do will be pup. Make sure you always have materials at home. A pencil, a marker, tape, glue stick, scissors. Those are materials that you need from school and you need at home. So if at school they already have it, then it's your responsibility to go somewhere with your mom and get your school supplies. Not just for school, but also for home. Because you're going to be growing up doing a lot of homework. So don't just think that the supplies are going home or that the supplies are going to school. You need them in both places. Okay? Now that I have finished with the letter P for pen, pig, pot, and pup, I want you to focus with me on getting the next one a little quicker done. So I'm going to do the R CVC words. What's the first thing I have to do? I have to what? Write my name. So that's what I'm going to do. What's the next thing I need to do? Read my words. Okay, let's read the pictures first. The pictures tell you everything. So I have a rag, a ram, which is the male of a sheep. I have a rat, a rug, and a boy running. I'm going to trace the word rag on the primary lines because that's the next step. Ram, as in the male of a sheep. Rat, which is not a mouse, it's bigger than a mouse. Rug. And I also want to trace the word run. Now I'm down to cutting my letters and doing it pasting. So I'm going to do rag. And this is really important because you're spelling rag. R A G. Okay. Got it. Now let's go to the next one. Ram. R A and M. Okay. Now I'm going to do rat. And you should be doing it. You have all the time of the world, and you can pause the video if I'm going too fast for you. I'm going to put the A, and now I'm going to put the T for rat. I'm going to continue with rug, so R. Remember to press the picture, the glue. U. And G. And my last word is run. So, R, U, N. And you see, this is what kindergarten looks like. This is what pre-K, who's ready for kindergarten, looks like. The next video is about math word problems. I'll see you then. Bye.